mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban Excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast.
Urban X Podcast.
We are back in the building for another week to give y'all what y'all need, man.
Give y'all what y'all need.
What's good, man? How's everybody doing in the chat? Thank you guys for joining us for another week.
Absolutely.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing, man. Life is great. Great time to be alive. Dee Dee Hammond, thank you very much.
Early.
So, yes, this is another great opportunity. As you see, we got our blood colors on. You know what we rep. Shit.
No, it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, it's just a coincidence.
Just leave it, just a coincidence.
Niggas be like, yo, what set you with blood? Huh? What?
Nah.
Blood, don't test me, blood. What?
Just coincidence.
Just a coincidence.
Yeah, man. So what's good with y'all, man? We appreciate you guys for being here with us.
Yes, great way to start the week off. I'm loving this Monday show.
I like it too.
Monday show kind of just gives us a chance to get rolling.
Thursday to Thursday is just like, I be having stuff to talk about.
Yes.
You
And
know
it be
what I'm saying?
eons.
Yeah.
It seems like before Thursday comes back around.
I'm glad I thought of this.
So it was the genius of me, as I was getting ready to say, to notice that we needed something extra in there.
Glad I thought of this.
And then I sat down with the team, laid out the blueprints.
That's what happened.
Did a PowerPoint presentation on how we should add another show, and here we are.
Yeah.
You heard?
So what's good, man? So glad you guys could join us. We got a lot to talk about.
We do.
We got a lot to talk about. So let's get to the first thing.
Let's get it popping.
Let's get it going.
Let's get it going.
Let's just get to it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So this happened Friday, I believe, right? The presumptuous Democratic nominee for the next presidential election, Joe Biden, went on the Breakfast Club because for some reason like, every Democratic nominee
has to go there.
They have to go to the Breakfast Club for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Thanks, Freddie.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
So he went to the Breakfast Club and he got interviewed by Charlamagne the God. And Charlamagne, I'm not gonna lie, gave him one of the tougher interviews that Joe Biden has gotten since this whole thing started.
Yes.
Every news station he goes on gives him softballs.
Yeah, lobbing it off the backboard, making it very easy.
And I'm not sure what the actual plan was for him to go on the Breakfast Club, but he failed miserably.
Yes.
Every question that he gave, every question that Charlamagne gave him, Joe Biden just kind of deflected.
He deflected, diverted. Then he started making it seem like he had to leave.
Yeah.
Like, my wife.
You know, somebody was in the back like, wrap this shit up.
Keep this. Yeah, get this.
Because he even was saying like, you know, the 94 crime bill had nothing to do with mass incarceration. It was something else that I was like, whoa. So either he doesn't, I don't think he thought that Charlemagne did his homework on him, or that just black people were just up on him in general.
But he has to know in this day and time.
No, he clearly didn't know, because you see the way he kept saying, "Well, me and Barack," and then look at my resume, look at my record, and then even the last point.
And then he dropped the bomb.
I was like, God damn it! And
he dropped the bomb. But let me ask you, did he lie?
Oh hell no! What do you mean?
When he said, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black."
So I don't know if you can say he told the truth or lied, but
it's a stretch. But you know what I mean. Meaning his confidence level.
Wait, that's how black people feel about Democrats in general, and that's how Democrats feel about black people.
And he knows that.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
He pretty much could say anything he want to say.
1,000%.
Because he's basically saying, what you going to do? Vote for Trump?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And again, if that's going to be the Democrat strategy for trying to win this election, I got Trump in 4.
But that's always their strategy.
That's the dumbest, because, okay, instead of running again on policy and running against somebody who doesn't know policy in Trump, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of trying to challenge him on that, you're just trying to say, I wouldn't say grab him by the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do that.
It's low-hanging fruit in the sense that he doesn't have to try for this.
Yeah.
Once it's been established that he is the Democratic nominee, built into that is, I got to vote for him no matter what.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And it's no different. I'm going to go back to Trump's election when he said the most gangster thing he could say. He said, you've been voting Democrat your whole life. Tell me, what has it got for you? He said, vote for me. You know what I mean?
And we'll see, basically.
And basically, he basically said, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
And when you remove the emotionalism from it, and you thought about his statement, doing the same things and expecting a different result is insane. Black people are insane. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, listen. That comes from a lot of media manipulation, because I don't want to seem like we're punching down.
No, absolutely not. We know. I think our audience is a little brighter than that.
You'd be surprised.
True, but
not our audience, but the people who just come in and watch us.
Right,
like,
most of our audience are brighter than that to know that's not what we're saying.
Yeah.
Of course, there's media manipulation. There's making it seem like the Democrats is your only hope, and also making Trump look worse than he really is. And he's doing a good job of that on his own. But I always tell you, you got to look beyond the appearance of things. You know what I'm saying? To really grasp what's going on and what's being said. Nobody is that slow and become the president.
Yeah.
Right? And this is just back to common sense. You do not become the president of the United States and you're literally that slow unless it was meant to put you there to push a certain narrative. Go back to the Obama situation. Trump had to come after Obama. He couldn't come before Obama.
Oh, no way.
Because people wouldn't have voted him in. But because a black man was in office for 8 years, first of all, they manipulated him to get in. And you go, how the hell did that happen? Then he was in there for 8 years, which set the climate for what's next. And they dangled Hillary in front of you because you know the scenario. Black man, white woman, openly gay man is next.
Oh, yeah. That's
just the scenario to show that this country is going downhill if you follow the narrative. So you had Obama, which was all of them. He was gay. Anyway, besides that. So you had Obama, black man. Then you had Hillary or Killary, right? Right there, dangling for two cement. Obama beat her and then Trump beat her. So they beating her like a you know what I'm saying, a punching bag. But the potential for a woman to be in there, right?
Yeah.
And then you know what's coming after that. It's logical. That's going to be an openly gay candidate who now the world is ready for. And the showstopper had to be somebody who's polar opposite.
So my thing is, when it comes to polarizing elections
Vimeo
like
Slim,
this,
thank you.
When it comes to like polarizing like elections like this, right? A lot of people they see Trump, they see Biden, they say, "Yo, what are we to do?" I think the answer is simple.
Okay.
Hold your vote.
Hold your vote. You think it says
okay? Because
it makes more of a statement to say I won't participate.
That's what I think. You will stand on more principle by not voting.
Gotcha.
Because if you vote for Trump, a lot of people. off principle can't stand for that. He said too much. He's done too much.
Yes.
I'm not voting for Trump.
Right.
Cool. Right. But then just giving your vote to Joe Biden off the sense because he's not him, but you ignore all the other stuff Joe Biden has done.
I was going to say, I think Joe Biden is worse.
He might be worse. He's been in office for 44 years.
44 years.
And he wants you to just think, well, these next 4 years is going to be different. No, it's not.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Nancy Pelosi has been in office 32 years.
When you want to know
Again,
about the
nothing's
unknown,
changed.
you study the known, right? You've been in office 44 years and said some real foul stuff. I saw that speech again today. Where he talking about being predators. I don't care what their upbringing is.
He just had another speech, I want to say a couple days ago.
Frederick Keynes, thank you.
Where he was trying to break down the difference between why the mandatory sentences for crack cocaine was longer than powder cocaine, because he was just talking about, crack cocaine does more to your brain, and we don't want people in this nice neighborhood smoking. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Wow.
He that was like recent. That wasn't years ago. That was recent.
Recent, yes.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I think the answer is simple. I think if you can make it more difficult than it has to be by trying to pick who, and then
because you're asking me to pick the lesser of the two, a racist or rapist, and you can juxtapose
Either
both
one
of
of
them.
them.
Either one of
Either one.
them. And if these are the choices you have, brothers and sisters, it's making it crystal clear that this is a selection, right? Choice is an illusion between those with power and those without. Remember, they said that in The Matrix, the Merovingian.
Mm-hmm.
He told them choice is an illusion. If I own both choices or both options, I'm winning across the board.
the super families in the world have funded, like the Rothschilds, funded both sides of the war.
Every year.
You get what I'm saying?
Every war, they fund both sides.
You get what I'm saying? So the people who are telling you, like, we're going to break it down to the basic level, Republican Democrats right here, right? They're rappers who are telling you to vote Democrat, to vote for Joe Biden, but are benefiting off the tax laws Trump put in. So you get what I'm saying? So they're getting public favor from the masses because, I'm Diddy and I want...
Well, that's the biggest game being played. But Diddy is a businessman, and Trump put all of these things in place for businesses. So don't tell me he's not taking full advantage of that. This is all a grand show, right? And I'm tired of it. And if we keep running down the same roads, right? I'm not big on politics, but I do know common sense. You know what I mean? If we keep doing the same things and wondering why nothing is changing, then that becomes a reflection on us. Right? So when Biden got up there and he said that without even blinking. You ain't black. You know what I mean? So he pulled that card, and I don't know why people got offended, because he was just honestly saying, had Trump said that same shit, niggas be like, because that's Trump's MO of saying what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Representing the commoner. And commoner, not necessarily black people, because we got to understand we are the minority in this country.
And then you could tell just by the body language from the interview, he was getting frustrated by the questions he was getting.
Right.
And he's trying to get off. And he's look, just look at my record, man. If
Absolutely.
And funny thing, the Trump campaign started selling "You Ain't Black" quote by Joe Biden.
Wow.
Shirts on their website.
Wow.
So
and Joe Biden he looked dead in the camera this week and said, I am going to be the one that takes down Joe Biden. And I said, I had to rewind. I said, no, he didn't just say, he said, I will be the one who takes down Joe Biden, or something to that effect. So his cognitive awareness
degenerating.
is obviously degenerating.
Degenerating.
You know what I mean? So this is your candidates. This is the snapshot of where America's going. I like your idea.
I think you stand on more principle that way.
Just don't vote at all. It's what I've been doing for the last 30 years. You know what I mean? Just don't vote, because don't participate. Don't give your energy to that unless you truly believe. If you give your vote to somebody, I believe you should truly believe in that candidate.
Yo, I saw tweets that saying, I don't care, from black people, like, I don't care what Joe Biden said. I just got to get Trump out.
Right. So
right.
Problem, reaction, solution,
right.
And it's going to work in just that favor for you. Just get him out, because you've fallen for the hype to think that this dude Trump is a fumbling, bumbling fool. And if he is a fumbling, bumbling fool, what does that say about America? That the most advanced people we have in this country, intelligent, those who know politics, those who can lead, they lose to somebody who just got up there and talked shit about the country.
Basically.
Then that's a reflection on all of us. And outside of America looking at us like, that's y'all leader?
Yeah.
That's who y'all got running this? So America looks bad if that's the case. On the other hand, if this is all being done to paint Trump in a different light because he's doing some other things behind the scenes, that would make sense as well. Because rarely is everybody in line pointing at one man the way America's pointing at Trump now.
Yeah, it's weird.
And my elders always teach me when everybody's looking this way, at least look this way and go, Because they said now 100,000 people have died and he's out playing golf. And I'm like, tell me how many people died from diabetes. Tell me how many people died from lung cancer. Tell me how many people died in general. But y'all pushing this now, 100,000. Dude, how many? It's 7 billion people on the planet.
Yeah.
And 100,000 have died in America. It's got to be at least 500 million here in America, maybe more.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And 100,000, you do math. You tell me.
Yeah.
I'd be out fucking golfing too. Like, well, more people are dying from probably falling in the goddamn tub every year. Let's just keep it a buck, man. We got to get back to common sense. And this political season that we're in is going to be, thank you. There are no options, in my opinion. Right.
Bahu,
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You know, this is the world we live in. These are the options we have. And something's got to give. Something has to give. You know what I mean? Because what he wants, what black people just want you to is talk to him. Convince us. We got the vote. We got your money. We got your money. Just tell me why I should give you my money.
Yeah.
And he gonna come out and say, well, you know, I rocked with Obama.
He came with the it's called Lift Your Voice plan as his black initiative, and it's literally buzzwords that just get black people clapping, like all mashed in one plan.
And as soon as they free up the streets, Jay-Z and them will do a concert.
Oh, facts.
They gonna give a concert.
Yeah, they gonna
Oh, niggas gonna give a concert
on Instagram
somewhere. Give you an Instagram concert
with bad audio,
and then you're gonna be feeling like this is the candidate for me, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Cookouts and concerts.
Jeez.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That's a fact.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That's a fact.
No, they ain't gotta go over no policy, no real hard. You know what I'm saying? Solutions for the problems in our community. None of that. Y'all got a choice. Y'all either vote for me or the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm. And then he was, and if you watch the interview, the way he was just dismissing laws for a fact we know you helped put in place. You authored.
We was there.
And then he just like, nah, that wasn't that. What you gotta understand was it was another committee that it was
stupid. You. It was you.
We're not dumb.
It was you. And that crime bill, we still haven't recovered from.
Still.
You know what I mean? And again, you know, all they're going to do is tell us a few things that we need to hear. I'm surprised they ain't asking what he's got in his bag.
Oh, no hot sauce?
Like hot sauce.
Oh, my God.
And Hillary hit us with that. Niggas like, good answer. Good answer, because I keep hot sauce in my bag too, girl. She getting my vote, girl.
I was just like, oh,
wow.
My Lord.
He could have been like, yo, I keep what's that, Black and Miles.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. What you got? Oh, I got a Black and Miles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Biden is gangster. He can keep Black and Miles in his pocket. So, you know, we have to stop falling. Our intelligence has to grow collectively. You know what I mean? Whether you into politics or not. If those are my two choices.
And we have to be we have to stop being so accepting as black people as well, man. This whole, he invited to the cookout because he know a Jay-Z line, or when he was VP, people was calling him Uncle Joe, and then they was showing pictures when he was. I saw women showing pictures when he was in his 20s. Like, oh my God, Uncle Joe was fine back in the day. I'm like, listen,
we got to stop this.
We need to do better.
We need to do better. We absolutely need to do better because, but this is what we're up against. I take a snapshot of what it is and go, we're in dire straits in this country. I already knew any candidate they bring out in front of me, is eye candy. I knew Obama was gonna win in a goddamn landslide. He spoke well. He was well put together, articulate.
True statesman.
It was time for a black man. You know what I mean?
True statesman.
So true statesman.
Yeah.
So you knew that was going to walk. As a matter of fact, Phil Valentine called that 4 years before it happened.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
He's like, I just watched the Democratic. He said, you better watch that one right there. He could just tell. And sure enough, we got that. You know what I mean? So, but Trump represents a great portion of this this nation, the undercovers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just the blatant racists, the undercover racists who feel, yeah, I agree with what he said. So this is what we up against. So I'm with Malcolm. Hashtag hold your vote.
Hold your vote.
Hashtag hold your vote. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, so you, today is Memorial Day. I forgot all about that.
Today is Memorial Day. We want to send out, all of our prayers and salute to those who have served in this country.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? All of those who have put their time in to fight for the country.
Nah, I have family that was in lifers in the service.
Yes,
you know
my grandparents, my grandfathers were twins. And they both served in the military.
Oh, wow.
My Uncle Carl served in the Navy, lifetimer. My Uncle Chris was in the Marines. So, those who... I got Renee and Rochelle, my twin cousins. They're military. So military... Yeah, military runs through the family.
So shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, shout out to y'all who put y'all time in and your life on the line.
So there was a lot of parties this weekend, though.
Oh, this is the unofficial start of summer.
Yeah, it was
Memorial
happening.
Day gets this thing cracking.
It was happening, man. It was a party in Houston, a pool party, where it was like if you went without a mask, you got it for free.
That's how
I
like that. Yeah, like that.
That's how.
Mask off.
It was a big pool party in Arizona. A big pool party in Arizona. Everybody's out. No such thing as social distancing. Everybody's just happy to be out. I follow a few people, a couple of my friends that live in LA. They out partying. So
because listen, when the people decide to do what the people want to do, see, again, the true power is with the people. But the people are so isolated and so afraid to move on one accord that it's easy for the government to instill fear and all this other stuff. If everyone just say, yo, I'm going outside.
Yeah.
I don't care what your rules are. I'm just, what are they going to do?
Yeah, it's...
Literally.
Yeah, it's weird, though, because I've seen videos of people getting chased out of supermarkets because they didn't have their mask on.
Isolated incidents.
Yeah.
Where if all the people got together in that supermarket and be like, yo, slow down.
Yeah.
We're not having it no more.
Yeah.
It's really nothing. This whole thing is the little man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Casting spells across, fear spells across, the nation and the country. So you thinking you better not do this, you better not do that. But the weather is going to be a major dictator of this. Mm-hmm. It's hot,
bro.
I'm already backed up. I ain't been out hanging out doing what I do, so people just going to start flooding. And everybody knows that Memorial Day is usually the unofficial kickoff. So from here on, and it's going to be 75 all week long here in New York.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Maybe 80 on one of those days. So it's really.
And then I told you, it's already like restaurants and stores already like using like real weird loopholes to just open.
Yeah.
And that's what's you're gonna see that start happening too.
Because if my ribs is touching and I got a store full of goods, dude, I got to take my chances. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All this little money y'all sending ain't nothing.
That's a fact.
And I got to take chances and feed the babies.
So that's the update on that. So people was out here living. People was out here living. So
people out here living.
So we'll see with the how this will turn out later.
And side note, I saw on London Beal. Is that his name? London Real. London Real. He had the Dr. Batar. I screw everything up.
Yes, you did.
And they had like 160 doctors up there.
Oh.
All at one time. And those 160 doctors, he was asking them general questions. Do you agree with this? And most of them was in consensus that this is something crazy going on.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's where they're going it now. And hey, how many people in the chat on without a mask and gloves, press 1. All right, how many people in the chat going out with no mask and gloves, press 1. If you still keep it, because I keep mine in my pocket, press 2. And that's only if I'm walking into an establishment, you know.
Yeah, I do it to keep people comfortable. But you know what I thought was funny, because like it was one night I was leaving here like real late, and it was like a white person walking in front of me, and I didn't have my mask on. I'm like, wow, I'm probably making her uncomfortable without a mask on. But usually it's if I had a mask on, I'm walking behind this white lady.
Ain't that something?
Yeah,
it's reversed now.
Yeah.
She feels comfortable now that you got a mask on. Wow,
isn't that ill?
Wow. Yeah. So I'm 1 and 2. Like, I'm just out chilling. I ain't got no mask on, but I keep one, like I said, in my pocket.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that wear it just to make other people feel better. But I'm telling you, you're gonna watch, because a lot of people, since this whole quarantine and social distancing started, are just depressed because they're not getting literal like sunlight.
No,
you don't realize how much vitamin D
is important
for your overall mood. And then watching when people start going out, you're gonna start feeling a little bit better. You're gonna just start seeing
and I'm starting to see Karens wilding.
Oh yeah. That's what we call them now, the Karens.
The Karens is out wilding.
We need to talk. I think it's understood on this platform the way some of these white women play a major role in the system of white supremacy and how they killing. How black people get killed.
Oh yeah. They're a major intricate part of that.
Because I've seen women like be on camera and literally still lie to the police.
Absolutely.
And say he just punched me in my face or something like
that.
And they do it on the camera just like, yo.
Absolutely. So yep. So and they bugging now, they losing their mind. I saw this one cop tase this lady. He had to tase. She was coming out, I'm like, ah. He was like, look, lady, back up. She was going, ah. He was like, bzz, 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 bzz. You know, he just hit it with the, you know what I mean? He had to.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? So I see another lady in a restaurant get up and cough on a man before she leave. I heard another lady in the Verizon store, all Karens, just wilding in there. So the Karens have lost it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So this weekend, it was another versus battle.
Yeah.
With Beanie Man and Bounty Killer.
Oh, clap that up.
Fire.
I'm not really with all the versus stuff, but this one was absolute flames.
So I'm going to tell you why. Because usually the versus is people all the way across different states or whatever. They're trying to get on each other's lives. So the music, the audio quality is terrible.
Yes.
And things like that. And sometimes in hip-hop, like, we don't really go song for song like that.
Right.
Like that. In the dancehall culture, they have things called clashes every year, right? And
that's what started. That was a hip hop principle. But go ahead.
Right, exactly. So even these two, Beanie and Bounty, they've clashed in the '90s already before. So this is the same. This is the same energy.
Yes.
And what they did was, which was different, they battled on the same stage.
And
it was all
so
love.
dope.
Like it was fire. Like
to see them go bar for bar like that.
Yeah.
Was awesome.
Yeah, it was dope.
To me, that's how a versus should be done.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I know we on lockdown because even the police showed up.
Yeah.
And they was like, yo, don't do this.
Yeah.
Get out of here. This is not the moment for that. But that's really what a versus is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Have a DJ rocking, you throwing your set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, man, they really rocked that on that.
Especially I don't know how the Caribbean culture is in certain states, but New York, listen.
Oh, it's
in
big.
New York, listen.
It's big.
It's nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
It's really nothing like it. Like I went to school in the Bronx, uptown Bronx, and that's like little Jamaica up there.
Yes.
Like, it's nothing like it. Some of those basement parties, like it's really nothing like. So that was like super refreshing. It was really cool to see.
And the camaraderie.
Yeah, it's facts. Because especially if you know the history between those two,
right?
They had their little issues back in the day
right,
as well.
Right.
So that was dope.
To see all of that come full circle. And it actually be a celebration of music. Mm-hmm. I really thought.
Like I
I had to give it up for them. And like I said, I don't give a lot of energy to the verses too much.
First of all, they're getting corny.
Because of, like you said, the split screen and one person's volume is good, the next person's volume is so.
It's getting corny at this point too. And then they're running out of battles. Like who's next?
Oh, you got Jagged Edge and 112
tonight. I guess. Even that, you know what's crazy? I don't even think that's close.
What? They both got about 2 albums worth of shit. So
I don't think that's close. I think
maybe
112 got him.
You think Jagged Edge put out some hits now?
Yeah, but I think 112 got
Let's Get Married, a few other joints they put out now.
Yeah.
They got some hits.
Yeah.
They got some hits now. And then DMX has been pressing Jay-Z.
Yeah, I heard.
And Jay-Z ain't going for it.
He's so busy stealing toilet paper.
He's still busy stealing toilet paper, Jay-Z. Aloe vera toilet paper. That was the funniest.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
You saw Jay-Z's hand and shit. I'm here, nigga. I'm here. I'm like, Jay-Z makes his debut. But that was just an odd thing. I don't know if people saw that. Who is that guy? Is he like an entertainer or something?
I don't know him.
Because he looked very serious.
Yeah.
He said, it was you, Jay-Z. It was you.
Yeah,
he said, I played it back in my mind. All of the suspects. It was you. You took my toilet paper. And Jay-Z was like, yo, son, I don't mean to be funny, but you ain't wiped your ass since the gold party? Like, don't tell me that, my nigga. Like, obviously, if you have this aloe vera toilet paper, maybe he's sensitive to.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a weird thing. But DMX is pressing Jay. Like, yo,
I think that'd be a great battle.
Listen, it started in the pool room between these two individuals, right? That's how they really got their thing started. It escalated into record sales. And, now the test of time,
but
DMX is going through his trials and tribulations. Jay-Z has risen above,
But, revisionist history would tell you that Jay-Z has always been on top. But no, that's not the case.
No. DMX was smoking him for a while.
For a while.
For a nice while.
Yeah.
And he was smoking him on live shows, too. DMX is the reason Jay-Z's show had to step up. Because Jay-Z, he come out there with his Brooklyn hat tilt, and he was doing this, and that was cool. DMX come out there, he start taking up, he's in there with no shirt on and getting the crowd pumped. And it really, he puts on a show and gives it all he has. But I think hit for hit, that'd be a nice one.
I think that'd be a great one.
And did you see DMX on Instagram? He said, yeah, get Jay-Z on the phone, man. Come on, man. He said, nah, go out where, man? We talking about going in the basement, playing records. He can play money cash holes. I play money cash, holes. Let's do it. Get him on the phone, man.
He said that he doesn't think Lloyd Banks is like a top 50 MC or a top 20 MC, something like that.
I heard about that. I mean, where would Lloyd Banks? He doesn't have a big enough catalog.
That's true.
I love his voice.
Yeah, he's nice.
I love his cadence.
He's nice.
But he doesn't have a Busta Rhymes and DMX. That would be dope. The energy would be crazy. Because these are like two of the guys you don't want to get on the stage after. Like, you don't want to follow Busta.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
no, trust me.
No, I agree.
Trust me.
I agree.
And DMX, they bring so much energy.
What's crazy? I just think people underestimate how lyrical DMX was.
Free World Boss, thank you.
Of
course.
DMX is nice.
And his energy.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he could say less with more because of the energy that went into his bars and things of that nature. Absolutely. In terms of clever wordplay, I would give that to Jay, of course.
For sure.
But in terms of energy and what you're going to bring across from an energetic standpoint, looks good. And Busta got bars too.
Yeah, Busta's nice.
Brown Bag Legend, yo, peace, King. It's my man KB out in the ATL, the Brown Bag Legend.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Twitter was active this weekend.
Twitter.
Active, bro.
Okay.
Active. So, they got, it was recently discovered that Doja Cat, she's like a rapper, singer she's from the West Coast, I believe. And she's really good.
Yeah, she's got some bars.
She's really good. They found out that she was on these group chats with like Nazi incels while like twerking for them while they calling her a black nigga and she's laughing at the racist jokes and all of this stuff. So like they were on the cancel party thing heavy this weekend.
Cancel Doja.
Yeah, they were trying to cancel Doja. And I don't know. They might get her out of here because she was wilding. Because it wasn't like these video meetups was like years ago. This is like 6 days ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like recent.
So this is recent.
Yeah.
So she can't even tuck that away as I was young.
Yeah.
I didn't know any better. And why is she in there? Is she looking to go to?
Listen.
Where them ladies go?
What are you talking about?
When they go out of town?
Dubai?
Yeah, Dubai. Is she trying to get into that circuit?
I don't know.
So they can do some things?
I don't know, but
because that's where the money's at.
She said a lot of anti-black things before. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And she said it before she kind of blew up, and then like before she kind of took off, so people like have short memory and they forget. Like she said something about like she only dates like white guys and stuff like that. So
okay, she looks white.
Yeah, she looks white.
You know, you said she has some.
Her father's from South Africa.
South Africa?
Yeah, I don't know. You know
what the part of South Africa?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where she falls into that because a lot of people are trying to make excuses for her, like, well, maybe she just doesn't understand her blackness. But anybody else, people we don't like, we get them.
The business.
We get them. So I just thought it was interesting, and they also found tweets where she's like she doesn't value her blackness as much as her white side. Yeah,
I mean, because dude, if you're white, look at all the privileges or so-called privileges.
And she kind of said that. She was
like, dude, why would I be a nigga?
Yeah, that's what she said.
If I got a choice.
Yeah.
Who was it? C.K. Lewis said, I'm not going to lie, man. I'll take that white thing again. If I come back, I'm going to double up on the white thing. You know what I mean? So understanding just how people's mindset are, especially other people outside of this country, when they see how white people are, they want to rock with that. I found it more interesting that she was in them chat rooms. I think she's trying to pimp herself out.
I wouldn't be surprised
because that's how.
Well, if
that's how they do that.
It's some videos when she was on her live on Instagram. She looks obviously coked out. Like obviously, like it looks like she is.
Somebody said Doja's mom is a real estate agent. Okay, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised at that too.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Her father is Nigerian.
South Africa. Okay.
All right.
Still.
All right.
There's an issue there. She has issues. And it's sad because, like I said, she's talented, and I was surprised how talented she was. But you can't get a pass off that.
Nah. They need to cancel her.
Yeah.
But they won't.
They won't.
She'll make a song.
She made a statement, and it was
very generic. I saw it.
Super generic.
And
then again, it was because like this is like days ago.
Right.
Like, what can you say? Like, I was young. It was just like, I didn't understand my influence. You know what the hell you was doing.
And what the hell are you doing in those chat rooms?
Facts.
Again, the money is not in...
Looking like a real bedwench, for real.
Yes, the money is not in this rap stuff. The money for these girls in particular, I hate to say it, is in sex trafficking. And there are different levels to that sex trafficking. Like, there's high-priced, I don't need to tell y'all this, where you move amongst the elite. You know what I mean? But the objective is still the same. I don't want to start calling off the names of the women who had a little rap career and then they didn't. And then they come back and they're now married to a millionaire or billionaire or something crazy. And you go, how the hell did that happen? So that's an industry all on its own, right? And you know what happens when you go to Dubai. So it is what it is. And that's messing a lot of money up.
Oh, a lot
of these Instagram chicks haven't been able to go to Dubai, and Yo,
it was a girl on Twitter recently. Like she put like a thread together of like surgeons. Like she was just talking about who the best surgeons are, and she was just outing some of the women who've gotten surgery. And it's like, God, like all of y'all.
Yeah, the whole world. That's the whole goddamn world.
God, like all of y'all. Damn.
That's a part of the culture now. You know what I
mean? Man.
Where it's. Your appearance is more than anything else. You know what I mean? So, if you got tight ass, tight titties, it could lead somewhere. Damn. You know what I mean? And it ain't no more filtering that game out. Lift my titties, lift my ass. I'm going in.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the way that goes. And, we need to get back to, not to preach on my soapbox, but we need to get back to more values in our music and what we expect from people in particular. You know what I mean? So the young people are really confused.
Oh, bro.
They're very confused about, what it is that they possess and present You know what I mean? So it's a tough situation. Really, really tough situation.
Damn.
Let's go to commercial.
Yeah, we're gonna go to commercial break. We'll be back after pay some bills.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome back to another episode of Wheel of Fortune, sponsored by Urban X TV. We're back here with the Black Dot from the conscious community. Is that conscious community?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Malcolm. Yeah, Hotep, Notep, the black man is God and the white man's the devil. I'm ready to win this money.
Okay, whatever that is. Okay, the puzzle for today is people who annoy you. Black Dot is on you.
Come on, big money, yeah. I like to buy a vowel, E and Y.
Okay, Black Dot, you have 30 seconds to solve the puzzle on the screen.
Oh, I think I know this one. People who annoy me. This is easy. I think I got this.
20 seconds, Black Dot.
Ooh, I'm not sure I really want to say it. Might piss a few people off.
10 seconds, Black Dot.
I like to solve the puzzle. Naggers.
Let's check.
No.
The answer, Black Dot, was niggas. The answer is always niggas.
Shucks.
But don't worry, Black Dot. You will walk away right now with a Shop Urban X gift card.
Yeah.
Get yourself some of these, new threads.
Yes. Not going home empty-handed. Hotep, no tap.
And we're back.
And we are back. Because you're looking for the same thing.
So, I think we spoke about this last week or a couple shows ago that they're coming out with a Jeffrey Epstein doc this week.
This week, the Epstein doc
I think
drops.
comes out the 27th, so that's Wednesday.
Yes.
It drops. But there's a new story out that 130 people have claimed to be his child because they're trying to get a piece of his $600 million estate.
How old do you have to be one of his children?
I don't know.
Because I make it 131.
I'm guessing like a whole bunch of ages because...
Yeah. I'm not surprised. Anyway, there's a money grab.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not even all of that. That's small change. He already parked $1 billion somewhere so he can live comfortably on his island, his new island that you niggas don't know nothing about. Because I ain't seen no body. I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah.
So
no funeral. Yo,
I ain't seen nothing.
If there was any a conspiracy theory, this has to be like the most obvious layup.
Because even Charles Manson had family.
Like I don't know what.
And when he recently passed away, they gave him a funeral. It might have been only 2 people there. But you understand my point? So what you feel about Epstein or not, where's his family? Where is his nieces, nephews, cousins, aunts, brothers who are saying this wasn't who he was and we giving him a private... I ain't hear nothing, Nathan. They said he was gone and he was gone.
Yeah.
The cameras simultaneously failed.
The guy fell asleep.
Everything that needed to happen actually happened.
Yeah.
Right? So that's bonkers. And there's nobody questioning that because they have moved it down the timeline.
Yeah, that's bad.
They took that memory and said, move that down the timeline, and we no longer will talk about it.
When that story first came across my feed, bro, I was like, it's no way. It's no way they telling us this.
Yeah.
It's no way they telling us this, that he committed suicide in a maximum security. There's no way.
Under suicide watch. No way. And the girl, the 2 security guards, probably got paid well. To take the fall. Listen, you're going to take the fall for this. We're going to act like you was incompetent. You will be paid. And what are you going to do?
Fam.
You know what I mean?
I was like, there's no way they going wrong with that. And then, it literally just disappeared.
And now they don't know where the tapes are. Mm-hmm. The tapes leading up. Because even if you don't have that tape, show me the tape leading up.
Show me him getting up, tying his sheet around.
Show me something.
Something, yeah.
Show me somebody coming toward the cell. Y'all ain't got nothing?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Come on, son.
So yeah, his doc. I'm interested to see the doc. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, yeah. I think it's your duty.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
What we do to watch it. Also, I think on the same day, somebody in the chat can help me out. I think the Russell Simmons doc drops today as well.
Today or that day? Or
The 27th.
Okay.
If memory serves me correct, it's going to be on around the same time.
That's HBO, right?
That's HBO.
Okay.
They're moving forward with their documentary on Russell Simmons and, these certain women who came forward. And, they're bonding, they're crying, all that shit they do.
Yeah.
And, as a result from what he did to them. So, again, this is rape culture.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is I'm not saying Russell Simmons is guilty or innocent. I don't know all the facts. I wasn't there. I'm simply saying America in fashion industry, music industry, movie industry. Entertainment is rape culture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things take place that are just what they consider a part of that particular culture. And then, of course, as you grow up and up, there's other levels to it and stuff like that.
It's not interesting how the Me Too movement only got it was I want to say positioned to get all these big name people, right? But the most of the people it took down, I mean, they got three big fish out of this, right?
Name
them. Weinstein, Cosby, and I guess
Harvey Weinstein.
And Epstein.
Okay.
Right? I would say they got three big fish out of this. But the way it was positioned, you would have thought everybody was going down.
Your man beat his case.
Who?
Not Kuzak. The dude who played...
Oh, you're talking about Spacey.
Spacey.
Oh, yeah, he killed everybody.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, all of a sudden, people were dropping dead around him.
Yeah.
And other dudes was like, I changed my testimony.
Yeah. There's people getting hit by cars on the way to testify.
He pulled the Kaiser Sosa.
Yeah.
He was pulling the Kaiser Sosa. Yep.
Yeah, but it's not funny how it just that went away too.
Yes.
Like they were getting the small fries and people would just apologize like, yeah, my bad, I did that, my bad. And then it just
because
went away.
Had it kept going on, it was going to bring the whole industry down.
And that was my thing. I don't know if you caught it in one of Dave Chappelle's specials. He was talking about the Me Too movement. He was just like, yo, women, you don't want... He said, you're making enemies now. Like, you want to have people who are your allies in this. Because he brought up Ben Affleck. He was like, Ben Affleck came out and said something. And then everybody attacked him because, back in the interview, you said
absolutely
this. And he was just like, now everybody's going to back up. And then what was happening, too, is they were getting people who have been in these positions for years, right? You're taking them down. Now their friends are looking at you like...
This is what I mean. So, at some point, this shit has to stop.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was bound to stop. Yeah.
Because we can't have this... Because every one of these ladies got a story to tell. Mm-hmm. And a bunch of these fellas, too. And if this just keeps going on, the whole industry is going to collapse onto itself. So, let a few get caught in the net. That's the way it goes. And we will move this story along. Because there's one lady and her son. He was a childhood prodigy. I forget his name.
Are you talking about Elijah Wood?
No. It's another one that they're not talking about. And him and his mother are going full forward with suing certain individuals. And they got evidence. But you don't hear about it because Hollywood is not sharing these stories. Right? So we can't. It's bad for business. That's the best way to look at it. What y'all doing, we agree, but it's just bad for business. So we're going to give y'all a moment. Y'all come all the way up to the Grammys and Oscars and y'all make a statement and all of that. But then we got to move on with this because if all of the big cheeses go down, what we know is Hollywood goes down the drain.
Well, I think the Me Too movement, in my personal opinion, died when Brett Kavanaugh was elected into the Supreme Court.
Right.
Because if you remember, he got accused for something he did back in high school.
Right.
Or it was like his freshman year, something like that. It was years ago. And he was just saying, no, I didn't. And then you start to realize, okay, there's no way to really prove these things. So then a bunch of other stories that had the same MO was just like, that was in the 80s. There's no way to prove that now. No, I didn't. That's what people started doing. And then there's no movement now. So,
and the movement created to give the illusion that we're fighting for your causes, ladies.
Right.
But if you keep talking ish, then we gonna bury you anyway.
Right.
Because we got secrets on all of y'all too.
Right.
So some of y'all want to pick and choose who y'all said violated y'all, but we also got you on tape doing some real suspect shit. Right? Because they got tapes on everybody in Hollywood.
And so, because somebody asks, how did Epstein make his money? That's how a lot of
That's how he made his money.
His money. He had dirt on.
He had dirt on everybody.
Yeah.
So you get these rooms and you think you in there, and he got these cameras, and that's how they did in Congress. That's how J. Edgar Hoover had no problems, and so did the mob. The mob didn't have no problems with J. Edgar Hoover because they had him on his knees. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, that game has always been played. That's how they got Dr. King, right? And they was trying to get Malcolm, but they ain't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? They even got Malcolm on tape saying, "You want me to snitch?" So,
Yeah.
You had Malcolm cut from a whole different cloth,
Yeah.
but they had King among other people in some compromising positions, right? So that's a tactic that has always been used, and it's probably more highly advanced now. And what they can do piercing through walls. So they probably don't even need a camera in your room no more. They can pierce through walls or send one of them nano flies.
Or damn, just hack your phone.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, even if you leave your phone somewhere,
yeah.
they got nano flies with cameras on them.
Because
and shit.
now it's like it's easy.
So it's very easy to do all of these things. So and this is how they keep people. And if you into the Adrena piece, they film you doing that. Like, just so it ain't no wish hands of you down with this. You all the way down with this. You can't even get in front of a camera and post up and say something crazy. So that's how do we trust you? I always tell people that. How can I trust you? We want to bring you in, Malcolm. How can we trust you?
Yeah.
We want to bring you in, but you got to be all the way in, because it ain't no backing out based on what it is we know and what it is that we do.
No backsies in this game.
No backsies. You heard? So Epstein was a part of that elite group, the elite of the elite, because he's with Prince Charles and Hillary and Bill. 20 trips to the island.
Yeah,
8 for Hillary.
Like, come
Right?
on.
So, you can't. Bill Gates is on that island. Zuckerberg was on. They all went to this particular island where they felt they probably can let their guards down, right? Because everything here is copacetic. And Epstein, that's how he made his money. Put you in. He had somebody sign over their whole fortune.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because he probably had them
Doing something wild.
doing something really, really
Yeah.
wild. Right? So that's the way that game is played.
So,
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
before we get to going, can we please get the likes up? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. When you come in, wipe your
Wipe
feet.
your feet when you come in, please. Thank you.
1,100 people and we only got 300
Please,
likes.
please.
And listen, I'm not being funny, but is it really hard to just go like, or is it just like something you don't think about?
No, you got to think about the way you watch videos too. Do you just automatically? Sometimes. Do you just?
I don't like nobody's videos.
Exactly. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm being honest.
Hypocrite.
No, not because I don't like them.
Right.
It's just I don't be sitting there going, you know what, I should like this.
Nah, sometimes no. Sometimes I do. Like sometimes, like it really like resonates with me, and I just like.
Okay.
I never dislike them.
People just hold their likes like.
Yeah, I've never disliked.
I get
them.
it. I get it.
That's weird. I just click out. I don't know.
Got you.
That's
Got
just
you.
me.
So now I gotta make it a habit, since I'm asking you to do that.
Yes.
When I go into people's joint, because I didn't realize that the likes mean what they mean.
Yes, you have to put yourself in the consumer's shoes.
Absolutely. If you like this product, okay, cool.
Yes, and also don't forget to visit shopunbanx.com if you like the threads.
Oh, if you like the threads.
Like the threads.
Absolutely. If you like these threads, you can get them.
So, Twitter was, like I said, Twitter was busy this weekend.
Twitter was busy
this weekend. So I checked, and then I saw Hillary Duff's name trending, right? And I'm like, what the hell she do? Hillary Duff's from the Disney Channel.
Yes.
Like back in the day, she had her own show. And apparently people were accusing her of sex trafficking her own son.
What?
Yeah, because they said that she accidentally posted a picture of her son nude, but like taped
It was a weird.
It was definitely a weird photo.
Weird photo.
And he was like taped, and he
I'm
looked
not even
like
supposed to say we saw that. So allegedly we saw
allegedly, yeah, he was allegedly taped over on a bed, and it was weird, super weird. And then some people said that they saw, and I'm not sure because I saw it too. I'm not sure if it was from the same set of pictures. You know, the triangles within the triangles.
Yeah,
like
that pedophile symbol.
Symbol, yes.
The Pizzagate symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. And I need our audience to know this, and it's like preaching to the choir. A lot of these white people in particular will sell their children. They're not going to be broke and poor. That's a part of their culture. So they will sell their own children. What was that? What was the little girl who passed away years ago? They made a big case out of her. She disappeared from the house and shit. And the husband and wife. Ramsey. Y'all don't think...
John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah, y'all don't think she just vanished.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. They do this. This is just a part of what they do. Not only that, you know, the white women, they have sex with dogs. Allegedly.
Yeah, please, thank you. Damn.
I'm just saying, you know, it's just a weird thing. You know what I mean? But selling their kids off or putting their kids on display, you know, it's not as uncommon as you think it is.
Yeah, well, she addressed it. She said it's disgusting when you guys talking about you guys are bored. I would never, so.
But I know what we saw.
Yeah, I was just like.
What was y'all playing? Role play? What kind of role play was that?
It was like, if anything else, it was weird.
Just weird.
If anything else.
Right? Sometimes, again, I'm going to say this true. We are in the age of information. Things are slipping out.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about J-Lo in a minute, right?
Okay.
So things are slipping out that are not supposed to slip out.
Right.
Side note, I saw this black lady. Me and wifey watched it. She was in the bathroom with her daughter. And this African lady was coming in trying to steal her baby. And the lady said, listen, I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all might have saw it. Get away. My daughter just trying to use the bathroom. And then that lady just kept calling this lady, and she beat the brakes off her. She gave her a good old-fashioned black woman ass whooping. I mean, it was thorough. You know how you get involved. I started throwing punches in the air like, no, that's right. Because if that was me, you know what I mean? Yeah. So black people generally don't get down like that. We're not selling our kids. If the stock market crashed, we're not looking around like, listen, does anybody really like little Tommy that much? I mean,
will we miss him?
We have a million on him, you know? White people do all kind of stuff. Black people don't get down like that.
Yeah, so I just thought it was interesting. If you haven't been up on that story, I think it's worth checking out.
To me, it's a slip. It's oops. You know what I mean? Now, this J-Lo joint is the same thing. Now, somebody got to explain this J-Lo picture to me, because I don't want to start. Okay, so Malcolm, she's looking in the mirror. She's taking a photo. She's not even looking at herself in the mirror. She's looking at whoever is behind the curtain in the mirror.
No, she's looking at herself.
No, she's not. Watch, dude. Watch when you see the pic, right? She's looking. Watch her eyeballs. She's not looking at herself because we would see her, right? She's looking off to the right, and off to the right is somebody behind the curtain, either with a mask on
that looked like a quarantine mask.
A quarantine mask?
Yeah.
But it's just weird. Like, what are they doing over there? What are they doing behind the curtain there? You know what I mean? I don't want to start speculating, but who is that? Is that Alex Rodriguez? Is that A-Rod? Like, who is that? Or is she in the middle of doing something real crazy?
I don't know.
At minimum, back to what you just said.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It is weird.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she's sex trafficking or she's into something. It's just weird.
It definitely is weird. Okay.
And you know how social media is. When you put up a picture, people will examine that shit.
Yeah.
Superimpose, especially celebrities. See what kind of cereal you got on your shelf.
Yeah.
You know, they really, and somebody superimposed that, and there he was. In bondage.
We don't know. She could just be into something.
That's her own business.
Yeah.
Whatever you into, that's your own business. But just make sure you before you post a pic,
True.
you cover that.
True.
You know what I mean?
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So we Mondays we like to pose the question. We like to pose an overarching question when it comes to like these discussions, right? So we started to talk about Joe Biden and how he feels about black people and how black people should react. So the question is the black vote for sale?
Good question out there in the chat. Get them questions ready. We want to know because is the black vote for sale? As anybody can come in and give us a cookout, a couple of performances, and how important is the black vote? I always want to know this because we don't make up enough of the demographic to tip the scales. I think the black vote is important from a spiritual standpoint. Mm-hmm. Like we run this.
Okay.
We don't know we run this. Our agreeance is very important to whoever is the president, in my humble opinion, because it ain't the numbers.
Right.
They can win this. Either way we go, they can win this. So I'm always saying, what's the fascination with getting black people to participate in this?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean? And I think the participation shows your agreement on a spiritual level, a universal level, or they must agree with this. They have accepted this because the universe doesn't know or doesn't differentiate between right and wrong like that. That's a linear man's thinking. The universe just is. You know what I mean? So if you want to do that, you can do this. So I think if we agree, the universe part ways to continue that process because we have obviously agreed to what it is that we're dealing with.
Right.
Right? So I'm very big on making sure you clear on what you agree with and what you do not agree with. Because your agreements, the universe is saying, well, why should we bring God? Why should Jesus return? You niggas seem like you're having a good time down there. You know what I mean? So I think that's more the importance of the black vote. And so that you could feel obviously like a part of this process, like this country is yours too. And it's not. Right? So I think
Technically it is.
Yeah, technically we know.
We know.
But you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think the black vote is not necessarily for numbers. It's for acceptance and agreement that we can continue to do this to you, and this is what you bought into. So I think it's more or less that. So that's why they come to our hood, and they know what we like. We like barbecues and parties. You know what I mean? Black, they're like, why am I talking politics with these black folks when they want to cook out?
Well, and we also got to...
Asking the question shows no value. Lifelong struggle, civil rights bubble. Okay.
Well, I think, also we have to watch out for the, person of color talk, people of color talk. Because I don't know why black people, and I've gotten caught in it as well. Like we get caught into it as well because you think, okay, person of color, all right. But then when you start to realize that they include Hispanics, Asians, everything in that gumbo, and then you realize how much power you have lost because of just that. Yeah,
because of those terms, that they use. You thought it just meant us,
right? And
it doesn't just mean us. You know what I'm saying? And remember, we're outnumbered now by Mexicans and Latinos and the Asians are here big. So the black vote is not about tipping the scales. It's really about the melanated, charged people, the most ancient people on the planet, giving their agreements to something. It becomes the battery that charges everything. So that carbon-based collective energy, whatever our thought process is, fuels fashion, culture, politics, everything you can think of. It really fuels it all.
Because that brings up a great point because like we always say, like, we're not a dumb people, right? Black people are not stupid, so we understand when we're getting played and things like that. But then once you realize the amount of infrastructure that goes around into actually fooling us to all agree on one thing,
yes,
you have to that begs the question is why. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Like why is media? Why are we always funneled into having to vote for Democrats? Why are we always funneled into thinking Republicans are the most evil people that could? Why are we funneled into just thinking this way collectively?
Yeah, because go ahead.
It's even an issue if you know.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly, and these are the issues overall that we're facing. You know what I mean? So the black vote is for sale. They know this already. They could just bring the right people in front of you.
Well, that shouldn't be a bad thing either. If we're getting something out of it,
that's my point.
Like,
so everybody's vote, the Chinese vote is for sale.
Facts.
But they want results.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the big difference. When they put their name to something or their money behind something, that's what they're expecting in return. So until we pool our resources, again, I'm not a politician, but I'm simply saying I could just watch and see who gets what done, and money is talking. The rest of it is craziness. And we have to do better. You know what I mean? We have to do better because they're going to keep giving us concerts, keep coming to your churches, right? And all your reverends are in pocket, right? Because they get some kickbacks, and they sit in the church with you, they pray with you, they pick up a baby, they take a photo shoot. We got that vote.
Yeah, there was a woman. She was on Twitter and she said that she was approached by this organization to approach other big name politicians into endorsing the contact tracing act, you know, with the whole corona thing. And then it just brought me back to all these movies and shows that show you how politics grease each other's hands, like you do this, I do that. So now it's like at this point when it comes to politics, why do we automatically assume like this person is just
Terrence T, I agree. Yes.
Out for the good and to the heart. We just saying we blacks need to come together and decide what to vote on. That's a fact. I agree. But again, you know the thing is too, what I don't think as a people we understand is it might not happen this generation. It might not happen the second generation. But we have to kind of plan for the third and fourth generation.
Which brings me to another point. There's a war going on between old school black people from the civil rights era who thought voting was to get done, and the new generation who's going, "Oh, Pops, how long you been doing that? How come our condition hasn't changed?" You know what I mean? So it's really all about, I've always said this, the new people, the new generation have to enforce, you know what I mean, the change that they desire and that they're looking for.
But at that same time, right, there's always that new generation of instead of peacefully trying to disagree with the older generation, it's just like, nah, we're not doing nothing. We don't care about what Malcolm X did. We don't care about nothing, because there's people who talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, of course.
Like you see it in hip hop all the time. Like, Biggie was trash or Tupac was trash. You see it in that little vacuum. So I don't know what it is, because like I was telling you, I was in Mill Basin in Brooklyn, and I'm looking at all these houses and these cars, and I'm
nice
just like,
houses.
yo,
they doing it up over
you
there.
know, this is old money over here.
Old money.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they all Italian, they all Jewish. And then I was telling wifey, like, if we came into $10 million right now,
you still can get over.
We wouldn't be able to move over here.
Of course not,
because they just so tight wound of a community, and we know where that money comes from. And so she was like, so if we know where that money comes from, how come they haven't been investigated? And I said, and I broke it down how they fund legitimate businesses by the third, fourth generation. That money is legit now.
It's all legit. All of it.
You get what I'm saying? And that's how you put money into your community.
And that's how you
not just buying the block back right now because Rick Ross said it. It's literally, it has to become over generations, and we want things now.
Yes, very good points. Just like when we speak about how, slavery is only less than 200 years old.
Right.
So it's not really, it's not even a blip on the grand scheme of things. And then when you think about, a lot of these Europeans had a 400-year head start on business, on our backs. You know, and now you want us to catch up and play even ball, and we're not in position yet. But it's our duty to continue to move this thing forward, so that every generation gets a little wiser and a little stronger in how we're going to navigate through this. But the young generation, it is your time. It is your time to make your statements and the elders have to fall back because everything that they're lining up ain't for the old school dudes. It's analog dudes. This is a digital world we live in how we think, how we process information, and how we move. And the analog joints is getting faded out because they know you stuck in your old analog ways already, that you're not really about change, but they know the youth have the ability to activate anything they want by blood, sweat, or tears. You know what I mean? So that's what it's boiling down to, that black vote. And then there's certain people who take advantage of that. Let's say a Diddy or this one and that one. And what they're saying is, I'm a representative of black people, which they're not, but they technically are. And if you want the black vote, what's in it for me?
Yeah.
So they'll grease Diddy's hand, and then Diddy will lean his vote and say, all right, guys, Biden is our dude. I'm curious to see how many people are going to get up there on their platform and tell you to vote for Biden.
Yeah.
It's almost like telling you to shoot yourself in the head.
For the people who've watched Godfather out there, remember the last conversation that Don Corleone and what's the son's name?
Michael Corleone?
Michael had, right? When they was in the vineyard. And he said, if anybody comes to you with this totally business, whatever, traitor. Know from now.
Right.
You know from now.
Right.
Right? And then you went to the funeral and the guy told him, he wants to meet. He knew he was a traitor.
Absolutely.
Right now, we know anybody comes to us with this Biden stuff.
Traitor.
Is a traitor.
Point blank. Point blank, because there's no way in good conscience you can tell me that this man is qualified to be the president of the United States.
And that he has your best interest at heart.
There's no way you can tell me that. And I'm not saying that, that means Trump is the default. I'm with Malcolm. Hold your vote. Make a stand. Hold your vote. Say, my vote is important. I'd rather not give it than to give it between a rapist and a racist, allegedly. You could switch them names back and forth however you want to switch them. Right? But if these are the choices I got to make between somebody who's going to rape me and somebody who's a straight out racist who might kill me, I'd rather not vote at all.
That's a fact.
That's all we're saying.
Stand on something. Let your nuts hang a little.
Let your nuts hang a little. Don't just be like, well, I guess I need to do this because that's what they say. We got to get Biden in so we can get Trump out. And then it's going to be the worst move you ever made. Make an educated guess or educated decision, not guess. Make your decision an educated one. And if that means that I can't participate in this craziness, then don't participate. It's worked for me the last 30 years.
You know what I mean?
Point blank.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I came across this article that said that now when work starts back up and outside starts to open back up, that the FBI can now arrest you if you tell your job that you didn't have COVID-19 and you actually did. What is that like? What is that?
Really?
Yeah.
So they can arrest you. Mm-hmm. And what are they gonna do with you? Send you to jail?
I'm confused.
You lied?
It's weird because now the statistics are coming out and it's saying that COVID and Corona has like a 99% survival rate, and we still shut down over a disease that has a 99% survival rate.
Dude, I said that from the beginning, and people looked at me like I was crazy. I'm not trying to be insensitive. See, because remember, I keep telling y'all, the minute you lose somebody, all of your faculties go out the window. You start going, but I lost my uncle, so it must be, I'm talking about the grand scheme of things. Sometimes you got to step back and look, and it's a 98 point something.
It's something crazy.
Survival rate, and you shut the world down. 9/11 didn't shut the world down. So all these other things didn't shut the world. This shut the world.
Yeah.
Travel, this, that. And that just doesn't sit well with my common sense. I'm a grandmaster at common sense. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I am a sensei in common sense. And I want you to be there with me too, because common sense brings us above the masses. Just think about it. So just get back to your common sense. Sometimes you got to write it out on paper if you have to go, wait a minute. 98%
Yeah.
recovery.
Yeah.
And every business known to man, sports, entertainment, travel, this, that, all of this has shut down. And in the grand scheme of things, 100,000 people died in America. I'm going to say that again. 100,000 people died. More people die from the flu.
And we're not
every year.
And we're not downplaying the people who've died.
Please don't
Yeah.
don't misconstrue what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying now that the dust has settled a little bit, let's just look at it for what it is. They told you 2 million people have potential to die. And the way they backdooring that is, because everyone stayed home.
Yeah,
How can staying home stop it?
Yeah.
If I got it in my home and this one got, unless y'all just saying it's just outside chilling. Did that nigga go there? Run that nigga down. And shit, you step out the door and shit. Ooh, get back inside. Corona's out there, man. Niggas is ganging up on niggas out there. I mean, what are y'all saying? Yeah. Right? And if the 6 feet distance works, why do I need the mask? If the mask works, why do I need to stay 6 feet apart? Why do we drive in a parkway and park in a driveway? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Right? So get to your common sense.
That's funny.
Every day, just work on your common sense. You know what I mean? Try it sometimes. Look at some things. Now, let me just use common sense here. Okay. Just use your common sense and you'll be so far ahead of the game, it'll be crazy.
The new thing now is the second wave. How long do you think?
Don't point, my mother ain't dead. Remember that shit as a kid? Don't point at me, my mother ain't dead.
How long do you think that fear mongering will keep going?
Say it again?
The second wave.
Oh, the second wave is into your lexicon now to prepare you not to get too comfortable.
Yeah.
So, nigga, don't get comfortable. Corona out there, son. The niggas is out there.
Yeah.
Trust me, you know what I mean? So, we have that coming, and they have to keep the, hey, Bree, see you later.
Peace.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have to keep that on your mind because fear is what it is. Fear wears you down. It bogs you down. It keeps you, So they got to let you know. And your man Gates is way off he just came out and it's like, listen, next could be a bio attack. Like it could be a terrorist attack with this in phase 2. So they laying out.
Yo, that dude is the devil.
Yeah, he's the devil. He's the devil. His wife is the devil. Yeah, them some devils.
Oh my God.
So this is what's going on. Yes?
Yeah. Well, NBA is trying to come back.
NBA is trying to come back.
They're trying to come. They might go straight to a 16 seed playoffs, no matter what division, no matter what conference.
Okay, that could be interesting because they gotta remix it.
So that could have the potential of both LA teams playing for the championship. So like how? Because I know there's been like seasons played through lockouts and things like that, but will this like taint whoever wins?
No, the year they played 50 games, Miami won a lockout year. It was a 50-game season. They won a title. The Spurs won a title, their very first title. Okay. That was in a 50-game season. If the people in the chat remember that. And the reason I say no is because the playoffs is so long. The playoffs is 2 months.
Got you.
It's 4 series of 7 games. If you win that, you was the best team.
Yeah.
It ain't like a one and done like football. Yeah. If they did that in football and let 16 teams in or 18.
There'll be 20 players that make it to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Everybody be hurt.
Everybody be hurt. So we understand that because it's a long season and now because they've been talking about this, if you pay attention, reseeding and all of that for a while. Maybe they knew this was coming. And this is how they're going to remix it because I'm not interested right now.
Right.
I'm really not interested. Yeah. But if they do the reseeding thing and start with the playoffs right away, I might go, this is interesting and get me back into it. Eli get me back into it anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, so yeah. Let's go to commercial. Yes?
Yeah, let's go to another commercial break.
Commercial? Yeah, T? Yeah. She said, whatever. All right. How y'all doing tonight? Ladies looking good. Listen, I grew up on hip hop. You guys grew up on hip hop. Skinny jeans, dresses, mumble rap. money here. Auto tunes. What the hell is that? Purses. Oh my God. This is crazy, man. Listen, you guys have been a great audience. Log on to shopunx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. I love you. Good night. Good night.
And we're back.
And we are back.
So, people in the chat, get your questions ready. It's 1,300 people in here. Get your questions ready.
Oh, okay. We doing numbers.
We might get you. We might get to you. So this weekend, this Wednesday again. I don't know what's up with Wednesday. SpaceX and NASA are sending people into space to the International Space Station.
For what?
No clue. Well, this is going to be the first. This is going to be the first trip up there for in like 10 years. Something like
Really?
that.
So has nobody been on the space station in 10 years?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's what I read.
That's crazy. So the Space Force is joining forces with NASA? Is that what you said?
No, SpaceX. That's Elon Musk company.
Oh, Elon Musk company. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's joining forces with who?
NASA.
NASA.
Yeah.
And they're sending people, regular people like a tourist?
No. They're not sending regular
They can go on
people.
vacation?
No. These are not regular people.
Okay.
These are like astronauts. And
what are they going to be doing up there?
well, they're going to be up there for like 6 weeks, I think. Doing
Malcolm,
studies.
You're avoiding the question.
I don't know what they're doing up there. They're doing
Okay.
studies. I'm really telling you.
Or
the
what do they
articles-
tell you they're going to be doing up there?
Studies and experiments.
Because I'm waiting for the Space Force application to come out.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a space station up there. Cause I'm thinking space station. I'm thinking like a base on the moon or something.
Oh, they got
and I'm
that
like,
too.
they can't even get back to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they say they can't
so
get
they
back.
so they said they can't.
So they say they can't get back to the moon.
But they
If
got,
they even went,
Right.
it's too much. It's too
This,
much.
this is, listen,
It's too much.
and it's more than you can possibly imagine. There's some very good documentaries out on just how deep this goes. Remember, Roswell was in 47,
Yeah.
right? When the first so-called spacecraft of the modern era landed here. Can you imagine where they at now with the technology?
Yeah.
It'll blow your mind. Unless you think you're the only one here.
No. I've never thought that.
Unless you think like there's nothing else going on, just you.
Yeah, and also, somebody said Elon Musk big man. He's definitely crazy. He said that humans have to integrate with machines in order to not be irrelevant during the age of AI. He's another one that like it's just like, yo, stop. Like why do you keep going?
But how far ahead are they already with this integration? Them understanding how many movies have we seen that dealt with artificial intelligence, and now we're actualizing these events? You know what I mean? How many of us can get work if you don't even understand the goddamn algorithm? You know what I mean? Or the cloud, or all of this stuff that we didn't know 10 years ago. So slowly but surely, whether we want to or not, we have already integrated ourselves. We ain't took the chip yet.
Well, he's talking about placing chips in humans by like next year or something like that.
Because I'm hearing Apple got these new glasses coming out, these augmented glasses that bring 3D reality in front of you. Oh. That's what's next. Oh. Okay, and they're going to be dropping that probably at the next...
do they look cool, or are you going to look like a nerd with them?
Well, you look like a nerd now.
Touché.
So it's not going to be different.
Touche.
I'm not sure how they're going to look, per se. I know Google tried that a few years back.
Those are bad.
Those were bad, but that's what happens sometimes when you jump out too early.
Yeah.
And I think Apple has a certain, you know what I mean? So they're going to be able to tell you that you're going to be able to have these glasses on and just look up stuff, tell you the distance between stuff. You can read stuff in other languages. It's going to be really, really crazy.
You know, I'm afraid of the day when skills you've worked for are going to be automatic. Languages.
Yes.
Like
imagine just downloading the language.
You know what I'm saying? Like skills with that separate.
Trinity, give me the coordinates.
I'm nervous for that.
To this helicopter.
And that might sound weird, but it's just like I think when you have like the discipline to learn a language, to acquire a skill, stuff like that, that kind of just separates.
Dude, you talking my life story. What I mean by that is, how many of these rappers can't rap?
Facts.
And brothers who put their hard work, effort into the craft, building it, and then some dude come out and go scoobity boop, 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 and make a hit record.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what anything and everything you do, except for something as skill-oriented, let's say like basketball.
Right.
Like you need to know, unless you just 7'5".
Yeah.
I seen dudes 7'5". They go, just stand there.
Yeah.
Just push people around.
Put your hands up. Yeah.
Put your hands up. So all of this is going to be skill-based in the grand scheme of things. But I'm not going to lie. I like to learn the language real quick. I tried. I think I had what's that? Was that a Stone?
Yeah, it's hard for adults to learn. Like, it's easy for kids. Like, when my son gets here, I'm going to
Son, I am
he's...
super slow at learning, like, new. And I told you, I sat down with that coding stuff. I grabbed a cup of tea.
Yeah.
I was motivated. I said, Doc, come on, son. You used to be a good student, man.
Yeah.
And 15 minutes in, I was like, man, fuck this.
Yeah, like, when my son gets here, I'm trying to make sure he's, like, trilingual. Like, I need him to...
Right, but you got to start early and put no limitations on what he speak to him in Spanish and Mandarin. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? But you have to do that so that, you know, because they said by 7 or 8 years old, that brain is fixed. Mm-hmm. So them first 7 or 8 years experiences, the child there's no limitations. You know what I mean? Yeah. On where the child can go, what the child can do. And you teach him how to be a 3- and 4-dimensional chess player as well. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Understanding the game on multiple levels and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, there's this guy who like raised like 4 like chess grandmasters. He wrote a book on how to do it, how to raise a chess grandmaster.
Okay,
I'm about to get that.
So
I'm trying to get.
So know and understand. Yeah. And chess is about problem solving.
Right.
I hate chess. I don't have patience. You know what I mean? I understand the game inside and out. I'm an analytical thinker. I just don't have patience to be sitting there like, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But I do get the game. Me and Eli play every so often when I bring the chessboard out because I do have it. So, yep.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, quick update in the Ahmaud Arbery thing case. A black prosecutor was placed on that case.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
I'm not sure either. That's just.
I mean, on the surface, it appears that it's a good thing, but you know they set you up with that one too. See, it was a black judge. He got off. Right. You know, you can't call racism. So a lot of times in these towns like that, they don't want no smoke. So they want to try to lay it out because obviously, if you saw a hillbilly redneck there and you go, along with everything else, the hillbillies who ran them down, you go to fixes in.
Right.
A hillbilly jury, you know what I mean? So a lot of times they try to stopgate that, you know what I'm saying, by putting the black judge out in front. So, because we saw the, what was that, Atlanta child murders. Me and wifey watched the whole documentary, and they had a black commissioner, black mayor, black police chief, all of that, and all of that still was going on. You know what I mean? They still let them Klansmen walk for what they did. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it becomes a political situation. Yeah. Like, we don't want this smoke in our town. Let's just try to, you know, quell this in the best way to quell it. Let the black lady handle it.
Okay. Somebody, Shaisha Polish, I read about that in Atomic Habits. Yeah, that's a great book. Excellent book.
Which one?
Atomic Habits.
Oh, you read that one?
Yeah, by James Clear.
Atomic Habits. Okay, it's a great book.
Excellent book. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody should read that. I'm reading 50 Cent's book right now.
I heard there was something in his book about a chapter in my book. Somebody, the New York Rhyme story or something.
Oh, I didn't check. I didn't get that far.
Okay, yeah. Somebody said that, so somebody can verify that.
No, but you know, it's because his book is pretty good as well because he's talking about he's giving his life experiences to like real world business examples. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So like he's talking about just how he said he lives clean. Like he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't drink because if you want to be a good business person, you have to be on top of your game. I've never heard that talk from a rapper before.
Right. But one thing I can always say about him, he never drank and smoked. He never promoted that. That's why he promoted the vitamin water.
Yeah, and that's exactly
that time. You know, him and Chris Lighty hooked up that deal with the vitamin water because he wanted to present something else. And it's true. It's true. You know, you got to really be on top of your game and focused. And yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty good read right now. So that's what I'm reading. If you want to know.
Questions in the chat.
Yeah, let's take some questions, man. Let's get to it. There's been a lot of reports. If you are into the financial world, a lot of these billionaires are becoming even richer.
How's that even possible? Well, I know because they taking advantage. Where you see crisis, they see opportunity.
Yeah.
And people with mindsets of that magnitude think that way.
And guys, I'm telling you, I don't know what's gonna happen with Jeff Bezos, but they're gonna have to come up with something to break up what he's doing. He's wilding.
Sounds like a hater.
No. Okay, first of all, they came up with the Antitrust Act for Rockefeller.
Yes.
He was doing the same thing, but he was only doing it. He only had oil. He was selling.
Yeah.
Amazon is literally the everything store.
No, absolutely.
And he's really cornering the market on everything. And sometimes he's going after industries where it's kind of like, why are you doing that? You get what I'm saying? Like, why are you even interested in this? Like, you're literally just trying to...
Because he sees a bigger plan on what he can do. Yes. And speaking of that, I should have some packages coming from Amazon soon.
Somebody said Malcolm go in on Insecure. Yeah, listen, Insecure is a trash ass show. It's overrated. Nobody wants to say it. I'm saying it. It's trash. First season, interesting. It got, like, if you watch it with your lady, it's a lot of conversation that will bring up from that first season. Second season, maybe. Third and fourth season, it's trash. It's just the writers think they're smarter than you. The writers think they're woke. The writers think that everything it has to be this black woman against black man thing, snap fingers.
Yeah, they selling that. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's bad, and they just trying to chase these Twitter conversations and these Twitter hashtags. It's bad. That show is trash. Nothing happens and whatever.
Somebody said 50 Cent is selling effing vodka.
He not doing that no more. I don't think he's with effing no more. I'm not sure because I haven't seen
it. But it's not illegal to sell vodka.
And he don't drink it. He literally said like, yeah, I don't drink it.
Yeah. So, and that's not taking up for 50 Cent. Is he still a rapper? I have no idea. But you can learn something from what he has to offer.
You know, he was actually on the Griselda album and got off, and nobody talked about it.
He was on the Griselda album?
50, yeah.
He sure was.
He was on the What Was Sheen Do album.
Yes.
He got off, and nobody talked about it. He sounded like vintage 50.
Vintage 50, yeah. I think he's lost his mojo for that because he found TV and other avenues to really make his money. That's the path he chose. But again, that's his journey. You know what I'm saying? I don't wake up thinking about what the hell he doing. But knowledge is, I never blow an opportunity to take knowledge from anybody who's giving it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if he's got a good book out, I'd say go get it, go read it, and see what you can take from it, and see how you can apply some of those principles to your own life, to work your own situation.
Yeah. Somebody said Bezos is the president of retail. He's super winning. Yeah, but at the cost of... Okay, here's the thing. People... the economics of a society, right? Everybody needs to kind of have money to spend money.
Facts.
Right? If somebody is hoarding trillions of dollars...
Papa D, thank you.
And then nobody is... there's no companies making these things. There's nobody buying these. There's no small businesses. That cripples a society.
It does. And that's
why monopolies are not good.
And that's why this whole COVID-19 situation really wiping out small businesses.
Yes.
Right? And so all we'll have is big businesses, to operate from. And so you can see the future coming in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
If you just forecast it, look it up ahead. Because if there's no small business and only these major conglomerate corporations, and the only thing that you have is your automated ability to manipulate the algorithms as they're currently constructed, then, a lot of us is asked out. I can't even spell algorithm.
Papa D, what do you think about the states opening too soon?
I don't think any state is opening too soon. I think the energy fed into every state is a necessity so that the state can survive. I mean, when do we leave? When they tell us that it's okay for us to come outside again? I mean, like, geesh.
And again, this is my theory. If they count deaths the way they're supposed to be counted,
right,
then it's not going to seem like a second wave is. It's not. They can literally make it disappear if they want it. They're opening up. They quote unquote opening up Westchester, upstate, tomorrow.
Okay.
Everything's like they opened the stuff back up because they said it's been the lowest death count since March. Again, how you counting the deaths?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can count the deaths you can manipulate the stats any way you want to make any outcome.
And I'm gonna be honest. I think there is another phase coming. A lot of times they have what we call shock testing.
Okay.
They put something out there and see, gauge the people's response. They gauge in the crime rate. They gauge in the pregnancy rate. They're gauging the domestic violence rate. They're gauging, now they have data to say if this goes on a prolonged period of time, what to expect, how to manipulate and how to move. So I would not be surprised if this was the Chicken Little. The sky's falling situation, get people involved, let you go back out, and then when they implement or take the data so that they can fine-tune what it is that they're trying to do, because the vaccine is coming. And that's going to create a whole nother shitstorm. We got this vaccine now, and we want you to come in voluntarily first and take this, and then, they'll up it from there.
Or come and take it, or get fired from your job or something. They're gonna do something.
Right. You already know if you're in the medical field, you got to take the flu shot every year. You ain't got no choice behind that. So they're gonna find ways to. But in order to do that, there has to be a second wave. They can't bring the virus out. Just think about this. Back to the common sense, guys. The vaccine is coming. But if the vaccines show up and everything is back to normal, who the hell would take that?
Yeah.
So you already know that they're going to synchronize a second wave when the vaccine is ready this time.
But
so then it just,
Even then, right? Okay, they said that this virus is mutating, and then if a vaccine is ready, that means, like, how the hell were you ready for this one? For this mutated version of what this virus is? How
the hell did they sign that document last year, January 2019, the one that Trump just signed this year? How the hell did they know, Malcolm? How did all them executives from all of them 500 Fortune 500 companies know that they should resign and take their checks? How did they know that? You know what I mean? So we can start peeling back the layers and realize we're in the middle of a goddamn real life movie that's being written in real time. Here's your lines. Get ready. Because this is what's coming. There's no way they're going to hit you with a brand new spanking vaccine, hot off the press, and don't have nobody to give it to because life is back to normal.
Yeah.
They might be able to get no vaccine for flu or AIDS. Well,
True.
That's true. They have.
But it's a flu shot.
They have the flu shot, which is considered, And here it is, mentioning AIDS. This shit at one point could kill you if you had sex, and nobody stopped having sex. Niggas like, I could die. Better enjoy it. So understanding the mindset of people.
Yeah.
Dude, if you have sex without a condom, you could die. Niggas is like, I'm going to take my chances. Shorty got a fatty, I'm going in. Right? And that's how we live on and have babies and babies and babies. So, now y'all got a flu.
What you think about this cure, or they're saying they have a cure for the virus in Madagascar?
Yeah, they've been said that. And that's why your man Gates tried to get a dude $20 million to taint it.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, to taint up their cure. Listen, everybody has a cure. Red Pill got a cure. CMOS, and zinc, and meaning all of our herbalists, if you're gonna stick to the program, build your immune system up. So, but ain't none of them talking about that. Ain't none of them talking about build your immune system, eat, have,
which is the
go out and run.
Why doesn't the CDC? They have,
because there's no money in there.
Yo, I just saw another like virus thing where it said like now. We thought that the virus can stand on surfaces for 16 hours. Now it doesn't stand on surfaces that long.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I told you, every day is something new about it where they just keep trying to...
Absolutely.
They don't do this, they do that.
But I'm going to tell you...
We thought it did this. No.
As soon as that vaccine is ready, problem, reaction, solution, they're going to create another problem. And this one is going to be worse. You know what I mean? To the point where you go... Lucky we got the vaccine this time. So everybody will line up, and you're going to end up where they wanted you to end up all along. Online, getting your vaccine. Yeah?
More questions.
More questions so we can get out of here on this Monday.
Facts, man. We appreciate you guys for joining us this Monday. Don't forget to visit shopurbanx.com.
Yes.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the
all
like
right,
button.
we up to half the likes. Okay, we up to half.
And don't forget to visit the blog, urbanx.nyc. Yes, we're going to be revamping that soon.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Who are flip-flop artists? Are we flip-flop artists? Malcolm, are you saying something you shouldn't have said and now you flip-flopping?
I don't know.
Watch the documentary Plandemic did.
Yeah, we
Definitely
should check
good.
that out.
Definitely watch that. That was good.
Definitely check that out. Anything else?
Anything else?
Anything? Let me scroll.
Get your scroll
Let
on.
me scroll. Thank you, Pan-African man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. What else? Okay, guys. Well, not seeing any questions.
Yeah.
So with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're listening in your car on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeart, all that. Anywhere you hear podcasts, we are there. Don't forget to, share us a rating, leave a comment. We appreciate it all. And with that being said,
We are out of here. Peace. We love you. We see you Thursday. Hulk, get them questions in.
yes,
Right? Get them questions in because I'm going. Is this the live version this Wednesday?
this might be
This might be live.
okay.
This might be live this Wednesday. So
Okay.
stay tuned for that. If not, then definitely next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Peace.
Peace.